I don't care if it's like a conspiracy theory. It's
yeah.
not. It really isn't.
Yeah.
I'm not suicidal either, just in case. You never know, bro. They might get me 50 years from now. I see a laser on my chest. It's done.
Oh, Dad, is there any good? I mean, in the Middle East, is there any good places? Oh yeah, you haven't heard of Dubai? Yeah, Dubai's all right. Dubai's one of the best places. And then a bomb hits there. Oh no, this is not supposed to be happening here.
Yeah, this shouldn't happen. That's actually crazy.
Flipping out. It doesn't mean like I don't go out and every Israeli I see or every American. Nah, bro, I've got friends. Actually, that's a lie. I don't.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Where do we begin?
Okay, guys. OdPod episode 9.
Episode 9 after a scrapped episode.
A scrapped episode. So really should be 10, but 9 because we care about quality. But yeah, we're back. It's Ramadan. So Ramadan Kareem
to everyone.
I think we're on what day of Ramadan are we on? About 18?
Maybe. Let me double.
I think it's about 18.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Ramadan's been good. I found it all right. Honestly, it felt weird at first. Because Ramadan, what I was used to from when I was young, was a summer type of vibe.
What, in Lebanon or
just even here,
oh,
Lebanon and here, but it was always in summer from when we were young.
Oh, okay.
You know, as we grew up and started to fast, I feel like we hit peak summertime with it.
See, I mean, for me, because I thought what you were getting at with summer is I'm used to the Egyptian Ramadan, so like
Exactly.
real Ramadan vibes. Whereas here it feels like I'm fasting, but it's just another day.
Yeah. I mean, I used to love going Lebanon. Even now, I love going Lebanon Ramadan. It is a different vibe.
Different vibe.
I remember in Lebanon, like when you go in Ramadan, it's proper like everyone will stay up until Fajr, so that the streets look like it's daytime, like everyone's around chilling, doing their thing, coming out the mosque, whatever, and then the food shops around will open for suhoor, and then you'll eat, and then that's the time everyone's going to sleep in it. Like that's the day started. It was just it was that vibe out. I'm talking even in general because there was summer there as well. Obviously, summer here where it's like iftar is probably to about 3 a.m. 2 a.m., 2:30, sometimes 3 a.m.
It was 3 a.m.
Yeah. And then you'd fast all the way up until just before
9.
10. Yeah. I mean, in Lebanon, though, it was always easier. I remember that once we went to Lebanon.
It doesn't shift as much, does it?
Yeah. Well, in Lebanon, it was, so in the peak times, we were probably fasting around 18 hours.
Okay.
In London.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this in London. In Lebanon, it was, even with 18, it was always there, it was about 15, 16. So you saved about 2-3 hours of fasting. Like, I remember it was always easier there. I mean, UK was like,
it was hard.
It was hard. I remember.
You had to do our GCSEs in that.
I'll never forget. So I was about to say the GCSEs. The first day of Ramadan was my first exam.
Yeah, and the last
day. And the last day was, my last exam was Eid. It wasn't the last day of Ramadan, it was Eid on the last one. But that was like, to be fair, I remember getting into a little routine where I'd supposedly come home and revise. I mean, you know, I would open the book until about iftar, and you know what, my GCSEs were alright, so it didn't go too bad.
We'll put the results up.
No, you're not joking. It's actually right. I'll tell you my results. I got 7.6 in science.
It's a good thing you said it in that order.
Yeah. I got 7 in history.
Okay.
I think I got 6 in English. I can't remember all the Englishes. There was definitely a 5.
There was literature and
language. I think language.
Were you top set?
In English? Nah, I think I was second.
So you did both of them in the same year?
Yeah. Because whoever top set did one earlier, right?
I did one in year 10.
Yeah. Maths, I think I got a 5, which I was disappointed with.
I got the same in maths.
Yeah.
I hate maths.
Yeah. That was, I mean, I never failed a GCSE, which LM, for some reason, Lucas always claims that I'd failed a GCSE. It's been like this little ongoing joke that he just believes is true. I didn't actually fail a GCSE, thank God. But yeah, it might have put me into a nice routine, but that was tough, man. I mean, that's what I mean. This time, Ramadan started, you know, it was 5:30 on the first day. About 5:30, we started the fast, and by about 5:30 p.m.
5:30, yeah.
It was ending, it was just so unusual to me. It was Ramadan, but it was cold outside. It was raining. It was so unusual. Like,
and there's no like, because like, even if this weather is the same in Egypt, like there's no vibe to kind of carry it.
Exactly. So then it just feels like another day.
Then you could also, I don't know, you could also blame the person.
Yeah, true. I
You
mean,
can create that vibe.
yeah, nah, it's true, but it's hard. Even by the time it hit like late time, everyone else was back at my house, so then we probably most of the time we'll eat together. Now it's kind of like
It's
we
whatever
only
kind
eat
of-
together on like maybe once a week if it lines up, everyone's at home. Like it's them little vibes that make Ramadan. And you know what? It's weird because we always thought about them summer times of Ramadan as like hard and like, oh, like this is so hard. I can't wait for the days where it gets to this winter. And then you get to the winter part of Ramadan and you're like, oh, I wish I can't wait for summer. But that's humans, innit? We just complain about
It's
everything.
change, yeah.
In summer, we ask for
At the
cold
end of the day,
weather.
if you're having iftar with your family, you can't.
Yeah,
can't really complain.
alhamdulillah, it's good. And it's been
Alhamdulillah.
alright, so it's nearly over now. That's Ramadan. Unfortunately, in Ramadan, 28th of February, which was Saturday night, it's been about exactly a week now where the war started between Iran, U.S.
And Israel. So yeah,
Surprise. Fortunately, my country, Lebanon's involved as well. They've been under attacks again. They probably had about a year break from last year and then straight back, same thing. And it's unfortunate that's in Ramadan, but this is what it is and this is what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, it's the Ramadan bit is probably the happiest it's gonna get.
Yeah,
this podcast.
yeah, for sure.
But on the 28th of Feb, the U.S. and Israel, if people don't know, they killed the Ayatollah Khomeini, however his name is pronounced, and actually some members of his family, if you didn't know, like his daughter, I think, and someone else. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But like some of his family were hitting these strikes.
Oh, did they as well?
Maybe I think his son-in-law is still around. I'm not sure. Israelis, and I'm gonna say Israelis. I don't care about the unclaimed sources. Hit a school with 150 schoolgirls there, killed in one strike. Israel claims it's an air defense missile that went off course, and I think this is just a consistent trend of like what Israel does. They provoke resistance so that when the resistance happens, they can be like, well, look.
And then it's in the name. Their army is literally called the IDF. There is defense.
Yeah, no matter what, they're always defending.
They're on the defense.
Yeah.
Always. Somehow they are on the defense. But all we've heard for the last 50 years, but more recently in the last 3-4 years, is Israel being involved in mass killing in the Middle East.
100%.
And it's called a defense. It's called we are defending ourselves.
And it's not just attacks, it's the provocation that really gets to me. You know what I mean? I don't think the attack is the only thing that goes into it. Like when you provoke the people, mock them, they have like TikTok trends where they, mock people,
100%.
mock victims.
There's really the IDF are all over TikTok.
Yeah, bro.
The IDF are all over TikTok.
And those
dancing.
like, I don't know if you've seen those like Omegle clips as well, where they like, some
yeah,
guy
yeah.
pretends to be Israeli and then like says like, I'm a Philistine or something. But they're so outward with it. They don't give a shit.
Honestly, it's we obviously both wanted to come and do this episode, but it's when we were talking about it before, it's honestly disheartening looking up at this stuff, and
100%.
It's just like, and this was a big point in obviously what you will elaborate on and about what's actually going on in the war, but this will make more sense in terms of what is the end goal here
With Israel.
as in for America and Israel,
Yeah.
which are on the offense. And obviously, Iran are on the offense as well now because, like how you said, they killed their supreme leader. For Iran, this supreme leader is extremely important. He's everything to them.
In their eyes, he's a martyr. He's not.
Exactly.
He's not like just a president that died. It's not a political thing.
Yeah. For them,
This
it's
is a spiritual, religious
it
thing.
steps into the religion for them.
Yeah. Which means that Iran is not backing down. They're not.
And I saw another one. I saw another video today where they said, look, we hope that Americans come on foot into troops and walk in because we're ready for that. They are not backing down at all.
Once they go on foot, that's a escalation and a half.
Big escalation. Well, Mr. Donald Trump, who started this war illegally, according to their American laws, in American laws, you actually have to be under some type of threat to start a war.
Yeah, it has to be a response.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's according to their laws because they are always the guys who are fixing all the problems in the world.
Liberating people.
The They're the guys who step forward to help people, and they're supposed to be the angels in the West and helping everyone out. But again, there was no. This is sources from the Pentagon. The Pentagon claimed that there was no immediate threat from Iran, and they went on the offense.
Yep.
America went on the offense, and
they also didn't. Don't forget, they didn't clear with Congress before these attacks, which is that's like step one. Is
Exactly.
Clear it with Congress before you make an attack.
I mean, this is consistent with Trump's behavior.
Yeah.
He'll do first and
think later.
Yeah, asking for
Maybe not even
forgiveness.
think. Yeah.
Asking for forgiveness per se is easier than asking for permission, and he went for it, and they killed the supreme leader. And now, after they've stepped in and killed the Iran supreme leader, they are back on the defense. By the way, guys, these guys are defending themselves apparently. But
I want to get back to what you said about like what's the end goal. Well, there's a few long-term things here because one, ideally for Israel, and this is something that, I mean, there's a lot of research on a lot across the years, but they would rather that. Okay, so if you think about Iran has a lot of like different kind of ethnic backgrounds. It's not just Persians.
of course, yeah,
Like with who they share the borders with,
of course, yeah.
and some of them like are actually more similar to their neighboring countries than the Persians in like Tehran and like the middle. So ideally for Israel here is the fragmentation of Iran. Iran split because this war, this is gonna have permanent results.
100%.
It's gonna have permanent results, and ideally long term. I'm not saying tomorrow there's gonna be like, I don't know, like the Kurdish alliance or whatever. You know what I mean? But once they've split up, then they're all micronations, similar to how like European countries were before the Soviet Union. They're all micronations that then can be influenced by Israel and America, rather than one big nation with like people in the center of Tehran or like Iran itself, that kind of are against the regime, and then people in the rural areas who are for the Ayatollah. You know what I mean? Now it's like...
Well, we talked about this. Do you remember when we had the Charlie Kirk episode and we spoke about how, like, to everyone, we were trying to send the message, like, unity is the most important thing against these guys. As soon as we start splitting, this is when control happens easily.
It's done.
Control happens very easily for someone like America that wants to split. That's all they want. And Donald Trump from the start has said that, guys, I mean, this is why this is how ironic it is. They are bombing Tehran, but they're telling the people of Tehran to be ready to take over the country back. They said we're gonna give you the opportunity to take it back, and he said this may be the only opportunity in history. I mean, look, this is constant gaslighting. There's no other word for it,
bro. And the crazy thing is, again, like I said, the people in Tehran are the ones against the regime, and they're bombing that place. And they're letting all the people in the rural areas that are for the Ayatollah go scot-free. So,
exactly.
like, it's not even a thought about decision.
I saw a lot of videos of people celebrating when the Ayatollah died.
Oh, bro. Yeah. It goes back to
they are quite split in Iran.
Yeah, they are very split.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it should ever go to the extent of, saying our brothers in Israel and our brothers in America. Like, these are not your brothers.
Man.
They just want your oil and your territory.
But this is what I go back to. And then, so this war started now. They killed the leader. Look, there's tensions they've been cooking for a while. They killed their leader, so Iran are gonna answer back.
Well, I can actually say some stuff about
go
just
for
some factual stuff for
of course, audience. Go for it.
So Iran retaliated by attacking U.S. bases in the Middle East region.
We heard about the Dubai strikes,
which is Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Bahrain. I might be missing somewhere, but GCC countries, basically the Gulf countries. One of the targets, for example, is the U.S. Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. And I don't know. I feel like this, what I was trying to tell you when we last talked about this was this opened my eyes to how many U.S. bases are in the GC, just in that region, bro. I didn't know there was...
I think this is as recent. I think this is why it's easier now. And this is what America always wanted, was a foot in the door in the Middle East. And Israel was their biggest plan from 1949.
Yeah, just
that was it. That was their foot in the door, and now they're at a place where they can just start this war. Like, this all happened within a week.
Yeah.
And 1 week ago, boom, we're in. Everyone started saying, "Oh, guys, I think World War III starting." And this is because now America are set up. They've set themselves up over the years where they can click their finger and they're in.
They're in. Yeah. I mean, they plan a lot. They definitely plan a lot.
100%.
And consider the ramifications of things. They probably have like things we'll never know, like cooperation from different parts, different involved like
100%.
parties. But I think the reason why this isn't like cut and dry, because it's very easy to look at this and think like, oh yeah, the US is, especially if you're a Western viewer, no shade thrown there, but it's easy to go like, oh yeah, Iran's gonna get smoked. It's the US military. Like, what are they gonna do against Israel in the US? But Iran has a big advantage, known as the Strait of Hormuz. Hormuz? I don't know how to like pronounce it, but it's now closed. Iran has closed it down, and this, as someone I watch called Professor Junk, which is a very good channel by the way.
Okay.
He describes it as the nexus of the world because 20% of the world's oil goes through it. So,
and that might sound small. 20% of the world's oil is
20%.
Absolutely huge.
So this could even bankrupt the US, like actually bankrupt the US, because the value of the dollar is based on the oil that is paid for in dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Iran is kind of going for the bases, the oil and energy, and the water. However, the problem is the US and Israel are also going for the water and energy because Iran doesn't have access to fresh water.
And what you'll never see with that is that you'll never see America get up on a stand, Donald Trump get up on a stand, or Israel get up on a stand and state that, look guys, we're going in because this is a big threat to our economical like value and our money. And they're always going to be the heroes. You got to understand this now. From years ago, they will always want to paint themselves as the heroes. And right now, I mean, like we said, Trump's telling the people, but while bombing their country, that we are helping you, we are liberating you.
Yep.
Actually, when this started, America actually messed up a bit, and they said that, obviously, I'm not sure who it was. It was an American representative. I think it was the vice president. He said that, oh, so what's happened now is how did this war start? That was the big question because it was out of nowhere, 28th. And what they said was, we had intel because obviously America and Israel, close allies, said that Israel going to strike, right?
Okay.
And Israel's excuse when it comes to anything in the Middle East is that they're a big threat to us. Yeah, they are massive. Iran are a massive threat to us. Gaza and Hamas are a massive threat to us. Lebanon and Hezbollah are a massive threat to us, and that's why we bomb. And we are defending ourselves. Yeah. We are defending. So Israel said they're going to strike. America said naturally that we're going to have to follow and strike as well on a defensive side. Well, that's what they said. They said because Israel are going to strike, we expect Iran to retaliate, which means we need to strike to defend ourselves. Yeah. I mean, this is different type of gaslighting right here, yeah. But so what that painted a picture was, and all the journalists and stuff were outraged, were like, all the American journalists especially. I mean, guys, how are we still doing this? There is no way. And America claimed to be, and they are the strongest military in the world, the biggest force in the world, but are somehow influenced and encouraged by and ultimately controlled by Israel. It came out, it looked like they were following Israel, which hurt their image. And I think they realized this after the American journalists. Why are we sending our troops once again? Why are we sending US troops? And the people are starting to wake up to this, to once again help and fight Israel's war. And then they backtracked this go look at this up. They backtracked very, very quickly. By the next day, they said no. And once again, the image is the most important for America. And they said, no, this is not what happened. Actually, we've been planning this for months. And actually, we encouraged Israel to join in and attack, which is not true. Yeah. The first thing they said initially was true, that Israel were always going to strike first and America were always going to get involved. It is insane for how Trump speaks, with the ego he speaks about America and about how powerful they are, for them to be following a country like Israel into anything they do. It is absolute control. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy, but I'm also, this is a weird thing, which I feel probably a lot of people can relate to that have been following this, is a lot of people are kind of numb to it. You know what I mean? At least people that know. And I feel like that's also something that they want. If you're numb to it, you're less inclined to be like, there is something we can do about this, something we can do to make things change. I mean, right now, I couldn't tell you what there is to be done, really, except watch it unfold from our position.
100%. And you're absolutely right.
What can we do?
You're absolutely right. We could just sit here and watch.
How did we let it get to this stage is kind of what I'm getting at. Like,
and it's something we were mentioning earlier where it is really hard, and look, it's almost impossible But what America have realized and Israel have realized, and other countries that not them just them two, but do horrible things. That the problem is people always move on. Look, it's not your mum or your dad or your brother or your sister or your grandma, immediate family getting killed or getting bombed every day. We don't see it, but we always eventually move on.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, Charlie Kirk assassinated in an absolute crazy assassination live on
Which
TV.
I still don't think they found the real killer.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
and look, we moved on. You can't sit here right now and tell me you've thought about Charlie Kirk in the last month. You haven't.
Singing "We Are Charlie Kirk" and shit, bro.
Yeah, we just haven't. His wife has, his kids have.
Oh man,
Do you know,
that's for another pod. But the ones who know his wife is a bit. She got over that quickly than us.
oh, I mean, you don't know what's going on there, innit?
Yeah.
But more let's move on.
Yeah.
More as in like more the kids. I did actually remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I saw the videos after, but
WWE intro.
but I mean, these are these are dark people, man.
I think like a lot of what you said, it goes back to the image thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people are never gonna take that second step of like, cool, that's the image. What's behind the image? Like,
Well, do you know what?
the extra thought.
Do you know what I think? I think a lot of people have started to wake up, but this
Okay.
doesn't mean any action will happen. This is what I mean. I think a lot of people now, it is honestly, if you're somewhat educated on the matter, not to a crazy extent, but you've seen what's been happening. Forget the last 50 years, and again, last 3 years, okay? If you've seen that, and you think Israel were defending themselves against Gaza and had to flatten them to defend themselves, and America supported them and funded them, I mean, I think people in American people, let's talk American people specifically, I think they've woke up to what's going on, and they are calling for, but the problem is, what does that really matter? I mean, like you said, again, what can they do?
Charlie Kirk was waking up, and he's never gonna wake up now.
Yeah. I mean,
Bro.
for real, but yeah. Now it's the next. This is what makes you start thinking. What could you ever do? Like, first the message was always wake up, wake up, wake up. This is not what's happening in front of you. They are liars. I think now a lot of people know that American are liars and dirty and deals in Israel and all this.
Thing is, I feel like even before all these like world events happen, people already kind of knew. It's now just that the events are confirming.
Yeah, of
This
course.
knowledge, you know what I mean?
Social media now is
And
just
social
getting
media.
bigger and bigger. And social media, as much as their biggest advantage, it's also social media is a really
It
weird
goes
thing.
both ways.
Yeah, it goes
both ways.
exactly both ways, where they can spread as much propaganda as they take. So it's
That's why it's better to kind of avoid that and just be educated.
yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean, it's hard, man. Now, like, what news are you supposed to look at now?
Yeah, I don't look at the news.
Yeah,
I don't
It's
look
tough.
at the news. But there's a lot of worrying things happening right now. You mentioned that Russia are getting involved.
yeah. So I saw this morning that I mean, we were talking about this. Look, this is what the war is now. Just a quick summary. Right now, it is categorically right now. It is Israel, America,
Yeah,
and Iran that are firing.
yeah,
Look, this doesn't mean that, and we know this. This doesn't mean that other people aren't assisting. And one of the things I saw this morning was that Russia are feeding intelligence to Iran about U.S. bases in the Gulf,
yep.
giving them information about where to hit. Look, I mean, this is when we start getting into big powers like Russia and China. What did you tell me about China that was...
China. So China essentially, when it comes to a lot of these world events, they don't directly get involved. They kind of just like sit on the side, gather intel, and they're like, "Cool, this is what's happening. We'll wait." But I think the article we were reading mentioned something about them getting involved. I don't remember exactly what.
Yeah. The thing is now, this is the problem. World War III that everyone talks about.
This is step one.
I mean, this is step one. It always starts, and you go back to World War One, World War Two.
This is Franz Ferdinand getting grenaded. In
Yeah,
World War One.
it always a world war never starts with all the countries. What happens now, theoretically, if this was to blow out of proportion and become World War III, is that Russia, who obviously not big fans of America, and vice versa,
Yeah.
help Iran, which this morning was reported that they've started feeding them intelligence.
China gets involved.
China get involved because they don't like America either.
Yeah.
America have already forced the UK in. I mean, Keir Starmer, when this first started, said that the UK are not involved. The UK do not want this war. The UK do not want to get involved. And literally about 2 days later, we were sending fighter jets from the RAF.
And then,
I mean, what's that? Has he been completely forced into that?
probably. I mean, I again, like, all of these countries, these Western countries, they're gonna get involved because they are just like a mini US politically. They just want.
You
just want to support the strongest.
You gotta understand. Yeah, this
to
is
them.
like on a smaller scale, man. Like, look, when you're in things like this, the big dog always influences the small dogs, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
UK,
I'm sure France and Germany are gonna be getting involved with in assisting, like whether it's weaponry or whatever they need. You know what I mean? Intel.
I mean, Keir Starmer 2 days later sent fighter jets from the RAF, allowed the UK bases to have US soldiers in them and stuff. But then once again, the image had to be protected, and the official statement from Keir Starmer is that we are letting them use our bases in a defensive operation. Yeah. We will not be sending any offensive missiles.
Some martial arts shit. You know what I mean? Only use it in self-defense.
I mean, look how many times now we hear this, and like, come on, be real with yourself. All of these things that we constantly hear Israel, America being involved. This is a constant gaslight of we are on the defense. I mean, this is ridiculous. You are the strongest force. Israel is the strongest force in the Middle East by far.
Yep.
America is the strongest force in the world, probably by far as well.
To some extent, yeah.
So
yeah,
there's no way you are constantly on the defense. It's not even logical.
I mean, the problem with me saying they're on the defense is just the fact that they're the ones provoking the shit. It's not like they're attacking people who have attacked them before and it's like a revenge thing from years. They are just provoking shit. I mean, Iran was always known to people who are kind of clued up on politics and all this kind of stuff. Iran was always going to be the center point of the next war. Yeah. Because of this Strait of Hormuz thing I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Because that place's thing alone, like the fact that so much oil goes through there, means everyone is getting involved. Yeah. No matter what, eventually, if they keep it closed, everyone is getting involved.
What type of impact could we have about if this oil?
Well, if this gets it's already happened. Energy prices are going to go up.
You've seen already. If you drive, like you've seen petrol prices go up already.
They're going to keep going up, and it's only going to get worse. And it kind of makes me think about, I mean, the Venezuela move that the US did. Venezuela has a lot of oil there. I don't know the specifics, but maybe that was like a.
And I don't know if America thought it was gonna be the same type of story. I mean, America jumped into Venezuela.
Like this was preparation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they know the oil prices. Everyone knows the oil prices are gonna get affected.
Do you think when they jumped into Venezuela and took over in one night, did they think that Iran was gonna be the same story? There's no way.
No. I meant like securing Venezuela and the oil that it has in the long term protects them against the lack of oil caused by the moves in Iran.
And they set themselves up to not be in a lack of oil resource.
It's like a preparation. But I do know that right now, as it stands, it's like more expensive to extract the oil than sell it. You know what I mean? So.
And another thing I wanted to bring up was, and coming back to the intention of this war that come out of nowhere was, look, they also said that they were on the defensive in terms of they killed their leader, but they said it's because he was a threat. And they said that Iran has been a nuclear threat. Wasn't it last summer that they destroyed all the nuclear bases at Iran?
They did, yes, but this is why it's hard to say, because they destroyed the nuclear bases, but I remember seeing videos. I don't know if you saw these videos.
Yeah.
Of like they were extracting all the stuff out of the bases before the strike. Have you seen them?
What, as in Iran were?
Iran were like extracting stuff from the bases. Look up quick.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look. America.
But aside from that, I know what you're getting at. Is like they're saying that Iran is a threat when they don't even have like missiles that can reach the US.
Yeah, but they destroyed it last. On June 22nd, 2025, the United States Air Force and Navy attacked 3 nuclear facilities in Iran as a part of the 12-day war under the codename Operation Midnight Hammer.
Midnight Hammer.
So what happened in Midnight Hammer was that America
Already neutralized the threat.
once again, we're on the defensive, by the way. Don't get it wrong on here. These guys were these guys were on the defensive. Once again, they went and said that, look, Iran is a big threat to realistically to Israel and to America and everyone else in the West
and the region,
because they have nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Like every country doesn't have nuclear weapons, but look, they said there was a threat, okay, and they went and they destroyed three nuclear facilities in Iran on the code name Operation Midnight Hammer. They've said again that they're a threat this year. Apparently now the news story is that Iran have been secretly
reinforcing
their nuclear weapons. So we've got to understand here. I mean, every time they want to attack for whatever reason it is, maybe
Something
because of that
comes
oil from that 20% right again.
Yeah.
I mean, they ran out of that excuse once last year. Trump wanted to stand up there and go, "Oh, yep, this is what I've done. I've destroyed the nuke guys. I've made this country safer than it was in the last 50 years in 2 weeks that I've been here and all this."
Yeah.
Oh, but it's convenient for him to say that then when he wants to big himself up. And then next thing you know, now Iran are another threat because they have nuclear weapons again.
And I don't know if you actually saw this, I think this was yesterday or the day before. Trump officially, publicly said that he expects to have a say in who the next leader of Iran is. Did you see this?
I did see this. So Trump actually said that he oh my God. And you know what? He's got a way with words where he said it in such a smug way. I don't know if you saw the actual speech.
Yeah.
He said, I want to be directly involved in choosing the new supreme leader. The one that Yousef mentioned was a spiritual thing for them and a religious thing for them. And he said he wants to jump in and then choose
directly
the leader.
involved.
Well, Yousef, if you want to choose the leader, let's say this is actually intention. If you want to choose the next supreme leader of Iran, you have to get troops on foot then. You have to take over physically. There's no way you make that decision while you're still in the air. If you want to make that type of decision, we're talking about America walking into Iran and really control. Occupying, really occupying.
Which goes back to the long-term thing of what I said of because all of I think we should be clear, a lot of what we're talking about isn't in the next month or the next 2 months this is going to happen. This is a gradual thing that will take years. Especially what I mentioned about Iran fragmenting. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing.
It will lead to this.
What does... For America now and Israel, Israel just... I don't even want to mention... Their intentions, I feel like, don't even matter. But America and Israel won, innit? Whatever.
Yeah.
What is a win for America?
A win for America?
Yeah. What tells them, okay, the war's over, we've won? There isn't even a clear message.
The thing is, because of... I think it's more about what is a win for Israel than what is a win for America. Because this, in my opinion, and I'm no political professional, I'm also of a sound state of mind and I know how to swim. But Israel have always wanted this greater Israel thing to happen. And I think that's the main, the primary benefit Israel wants is expanding its territory even more. I mean...
and all that gives...
I don't remember where I saw this, but I'm pretty sure Iran is just step one, you know what I mean? And Lebanon is next. They've already kind of started with Lebanon. You probably know more than me.
100%.
But it's not like they're going to forget about all these other places. I mean,
what you understand here...
The end goal is to expand Israel.
With Iran.
I don't know why America supports it so much. I mean, there's probably a lot of history and context we can get into there.
Look, Israel... who put Israel in the Middle East in the first place?
Yeah, the British.
Yeah. And the British is the West, and we just said they're all their little dogs. America, the West, look, for them, obviously, big part is probably the oil. For them, having Israel in the Middle East is it's like a what's the word? It's like a teleport. It gives it's like great access for them.
Yeah,
it's like once Israel are there, now not only can we set up bases in Israel, layers of Israel, be in Israel to be all around these Middle Eastern countries that we want to take over. Also, is it not convenient that everyone apparently wants to destroy Israel, and then now for human rights and for the right thing to do, we're there to defend them, and now this is all excuses to do whatever they want.
it's honestly calculated to a degree that is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like, even another aspect to think about of how calculated this is, the US has all these military bases we mentioned in different parts of the GCC, the Arab Gulf. Economically, they're probably the biggest threat there is in terms of like they can also influence the US. I mean, I have a number here. Kuwait, Saudi, and the UAE alone hold 1.11 trillion US dollars in the financial markets. The stock market, which is the like main part of the American economy, that's how much they have in it. But then once you see these attacks happen, like the attacks happening in Dubai, how many people are dipping from there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many people are leaving all these Gulf countries that have tried to portray this Western image? It's like, yeah, come to Dubai, come to all this shit.
I mean,
you know
that was a big thing.
The Arabs are not getting a second chance image-wise when it comes to this. You know what I mean? And they want that.
100%.
Israel wants that.
100%.
They want that perception to change.
Yeah. I mean, how much was
Not everyone's gonna be as passionate as we are about this issue. They're gonna see one headline or one image, one video, and they know everything.
They'll run with it.
Yeah,
100%. I mean, that's a good point. How many people do you guys know even that have moved to Dubai recently? How many influencers have we seen? UK influencers that have just either moved their family to Dubai or all moved to Dubai. I mean,
for years it's been the safe haven, the part that sees no conflict.
I mean, everyone knows what they've heard about Dubai. Every single person, like right now. I mean, Dubai for the last 5-6 years when they've been building has been like the ultimate destination of like if you go and live in Dubai. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to live in Dubai now. You know, I've kind of made it enough where why would I be in the UK anymore? This is all like dangerous and knife crime. Let's go to Dubai. I mean, how nice is it that now, like how convenient it is for them that now Dubai's. I mean, I saw a video of a British, she looked like an English lady and she was filming as a missile came down in Dubai.
Oh yeah.
And she said, and this sparked up. I mean, this video got so many views and she was getting a bunch of hate.
I didn't see this.
She said, like she's filming it and she's going, oh my God, I can't believe this shouldn't be happening here. That's what she said. This shouldn't be happening here. I mean, what does that even mean? I mean, what
that's like her subconsciously not realizing the game's got her.
Yeah. Like
this shouldn't happen here.
Yeah, she literally said this shouldn't happen here.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, what should it happen in Gaza? Is that normal?
Yeah.
Should it happen in Lebanon? Is that normal? Should it happen in Syria? Is that normal? I mean, that was a perfect. That was a perfect perception on how many Sudan for how long.
Yeah,
with all these countries you could talk that they've been getting absolutely fucked for the last how many years?
Yeah, this isn't a new thing.
Yeah, how many?
And
years?
we've grown up see it happen.
But how many of them click on the TV and go, "Oh, do you know what? This is
proper shy minute."
Yeah, this. I mean, this is in Syria when you had that long one. Gaza being flattened over the last 2 years. How many people that are not educated about the subject told their kids, well, this is just how it is over there.
Yeah.
This is expected over there.
On that side where they are, that's how it is.
Or Dad, is there any good? I mean, in the Middle East, is there any good places? Oh yeah, you haven't heard of Dubai? Yeah, Dubai is all right. Dubai is one of the best places. And then a bomb hits there. Oh no, this is not supposed to be happening here.
Yeah, this shouldn't happen. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like
crazy.
This constant image is a big. Image is a big play for them.
That's why you gotta look beyond the image.
Yeah. And
it sounds preachy, but it really is the case. I feel like
everything you see now for however long this goes, everything you see, take it with a pinch of salt, as that saying says, and really, really question why they're telling you, what type of news is it, and then go follow up. I mean, I don't know. This is this right here. I was talking about what's Trump and America and Israel's endgame with this.
Yeah.
They offered apparently a wide range of views about what they hope to achieve in the largest American military operation in the Middle East in the 2 decades.
I guess?
Go on.
Can I guess what they said?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Is one of the things regional stability.
Let's see. The administration initially said its goal was to destroy Iran's nuclear program.
Okay.
This is what they initially said, and they've realized they fucked up because last year we had that.
They already.
Yeah.
What was it called? Midnight Hammer.
Yeah, Midnight Hammer was destroying Iran's nuclear, and then like these guys are searching for reasons. You gotta understand, like they want to always seem like the good guy, and obviously you're gonna when you're actually not the good guy, you're gonna make mistakes and slip up.
You're gonna have Freudian slips.
Exactly. So initially the goal was to destroy Iran's nuclear program, but in the hours and days since, after they realized obviously Iran don't have a nuclear program because they destroyed it last year, The rationale shifted as Trump used an unconventional messaging strategy of social media posts and brief telephone interviews with reporters to signal his intentions. Trump laid out some of the objectives on Monday in the first public remarks. The US is seeking to destroy Iran's ballistic missile capabilities and navy, its ability to develop nuclear weapons. So now
It's the ability
to develop. now it's not destroying their nuclear weapons, but now they are a threat because they are developing nuclear weapons.
Who are they to determine who develops and who doesn't, bro?
And support for proxy groups in the region. He argued the broader purpose of the war was to protect, again, defensive side, to protect. Realize these words that they're given to you, to protect the US and its allies from attacks by Iran. An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be intolerable threat to the Middle East. Wow, thank God. I mean, Lebanon right now are so safe right now.
They're so happy.
No one has moved out of all the coastal areas like the Dahiya and Baalbek and come all to Beirut because they're literally under constant bombing
Pressure,
that they cannot even stay in their homes. One of my mum's friends, who's actually she bought a house recently for over 150 grand in Lebanon. She was happy, still building up the house, still getting it ready for when they go down in the summer.
Okay.
Has been completely taken out.
Really?
Yeah, but thank God Trump is trying to protect the Middle East. It's so stupid. I mean, listen to what we're doing here. An Omar regime with armed long missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat to the Middle East. Don't tell me for 1 second that Trump or America or Israel give a shit about protecting the Middle East. This has been a 50, 60, 70, if not year plan.
That's probably how they got their
taking
bases
the
in there
Middle
in the
East.
first place. You know what I mean?
And
like,
this,
let's put a base here to protect you guys.
oh my God.
Make sure you're good.
You gotta understand. I mean, in Lebanon alone, I'm Lebanese, so I've seen a lot of this. In Lebanon alone, there is a $1 billion project.
The embassy.
Of a U.S. embassy,
Embassy, guys.
right in the middle. Honestly, this is the embassy. We're putting a picture up
We're
here.
definitely gonna put a picture up. Of
This is the embassy they're talking about.
Acres of land.
This is absolutely massive. This is a CIA headquarters, and apparently, when you look at it, looks like a flipping base right in the middle of Lebanon.
Got gates built into the mountain.
But it's an embassy. Please, guys, understand. If you're not really clear up, please stop believing what you're reading. This is absolutely insane. They're gonna feed you what you want to hear. I mean. Let's carry on with this because I want to see where this goes. And I'm actually interested.
Keep going.
So nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat to the Middle East, but also, and Trump said, but also to the American people. But Trump made no mention of what Iran's future might look like after the war ends.
Yeah.
Because apparently he cares about the Middle East, and he told the people that we want to liberate you, and this is going to be your only chance to take over your country. What does that even mean? Guys, what about if I told you this? What if I told you that America... And this could be conspiracy. Take what you like and tell me, believe it if you want. If I told you America were the ones funding this Iran group from years ago, this regime.
Yeah.
What if I told you America were the ones funding Hezbollah and these guys that are big enemies to Israel? I mean, think about this for a second. Yeah?
The biggest example with evidence found online.
Think about this. Three guys that are the biggest threats. They constantly say, it's the Iran's regime. I don't know what they call it. Iran's regime.
Not sure.
Hezbollah in Lebanon. And Hamas. These are the three, yeah? How have I told you America have funded all three of these regimes?
Israel as well, by the way.
And Israel. Well, they are one. America is. When you say America, take it as Israel. When you take it as Israel, say it as America.
Yeah.
They have been funding these three regimes. Imagine this, to have a reason, to have absolute control on the narrative and say, well, yeah, I mean, these three are big threats to the Middle East. We need to take. What if I told you America made them? How about that? Yeah. What about if I told you America and Israel, there is proof that they have funded Hamas with weapons, money? I mean, think about this. Imagine, this is like movie stuff. This is like Hollywood shit. Yeah, imagine like funding a group, making them dangerous, and by the way, while attacking them and while generations of kids growing up watching their fathers fight and die.
Bro, Exhibit A as well. The Taliban, that's another one we're forgetting. There's so many that you can even forget about different ones.
They've been questioned now as well about this happened in Iraq how many years ago?
Oh, the Saddam
and
stuff.
Saddam shit.
Yeah.
This is a repeat.
The weapons of mass destruction that were allegedly
Did that work out? That was deemed as a massive failure from America.
You can even argue the Arab Spring as a whole, when the uprising happened in Tunisia, Syria, Libya, Egypt, all these places. You can argue a lot. Bro, I mean, in Egypt, there were tear gas cans with U.S. military branding on it. You know what I mean? There's countless.
Guys, what we're talking about here is, it sounds crazy, but you gotta understand, and you sit there right now and take this literally. Would you be surprised if they were if they were genuinely capable of that, of funding these groups, bigging them up, making them a threat, and also don't get me wrong, making them a threat while generations of kids, and this is an important thing, you gotta understand people like these groups like Hamas and Hezbollah and all these guys have constantly, and no, look, let's make it clear. I don't agree with everything these three groups do.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it's hard.
It's not black and white.
Yeah, it's not black and white. They've done things that are wrong. But I mean, what do you expect from these guys when they're constantly being grown up to see that? And these kids that watch their fathers go out and die for absolutely no reason, what do you think they're gonna grow up and forget? You think if you watch
there's a universe where this Israel shit doesn't happen, and all these places, all these organizations would not exist. They exist as a necessity.
What did they expect these kids to grow up and do?
Yeah.
Not fight?
Yeah.
Not be angry that they never
like, oh, thank you for saving us.
Yeah, not be angry that they grew up without their father. Not be angry that they grew up without their mum or sister or someone that died.
Just nothing, bro. They probably have the same clothes from, you know what I mean, a young age. It's nothing.
This is a natural human response to grow up and want to, bro. Maybe
it's painted as unnatural.
Yeah, maybe they did grow up. Maybe they did evil things and wrong inhumane things. But what? But for nothing? Did they do it because they weren't trialed and watched their people die constantly? I mean, this is a cycle that they want to carry on.
I think the best indication, because sometimes it's better to have visual aids, but I think a good interview to go to really put some of these things into perspective is Bassem Youssef's first interview with Pierce.
Oh, what an interview that was.
When he shows that graph, you know the graph I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The proportion of Israel, I think it's not even just, I think it's Israeli deaths compared to Palestinian deaths. All you need to do
guys are on the defense, by the way. Look at this graph and think about
Don't
what.
even watch the interview. Find the graph
and think about what defense means. Think about what defense looks like in any sport you watch.
Bro.
Think about what defense is as general, and go look at these graphs. I mean, I keep going back to. I mean, Gaza is flattened. There is no Gaza anymore.
There is no Gaza.
There is no Gaza. What kind of defense is that?
That's not the only place either. And
but
bro, there's other places next. Iran is coming up. I mean, God knows what this is going to lead to, because the economic implications of this whole conflict is going to lead to a world war, in my opinion. If it stays, I mean, I don't see Iran backing down. It's a religious thing to them.
Oh, no, and
it's a religious thing to them.
They're not going to back down.
The US are kind of like, it seems like they're committing. I think the ground troops thing is going to show real commitment. You know what I mean? Once the US puts ground troops in, it's done. But then you also have all these false flag operations that are going to be painted as, it's hard nowadays to know what is really happening and what isn't. Like, for example, what happened recently, Iran allegedly hit an airport in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan have gone like, whoa, we're going to get ready to fuck up Iran now. Iran have come out and said, we have no reason to even hit you guys. We haven't done this. And it turns out it's an Israeli false flag operation. One of probably, honestly, thousands in our lifetime, just in our lifetimes. The biggest one, you know, if you don't know what a false flag operation is, look up an official definition, but
all right, cool.
I can explain it colloquially, but it's essentially when something happens, like someone gets bombed, for example, or a terrorist attack, but it's not really who, you know.
Yeah, well, if this is the official definition, a false flag operation is a covert act such as an attack, sabotage, or propaganda staged by a government, corporation, or group to look like it was perpetrated by an enemy or another party. The primary goal is to deceive the public, create a pretext or for war or policy changes, and manipulate public opinion. I mean, look, what we've just specifically talked about in the last 10, 15 minutes, that is exactly what a false flag operation is. And these guys are the masters of it. They are the masters. It's got to point, everything they say to you, I promise you, is with an intention. They do not give you information without an intent. They do not want to give you information without intention.
Because you don't hear about the things that really matter. That's the problem. That is the problem. And I feel like part of it is just putting so much random information out there that people get confused. They don't bother to like really filter it out.
Man, honestly, it's tough.
I mean, bro.
Look,
you know about those two Mossad agents that got caught in Paris? they had the. Do you know about this or no?
No.
This was I don't remember what this was a while ago now.
Yeah.
Two Mossad agents. This is just another example of a false flag. It just came up in my mind. They two Mossad agents dressed as Palestinians, with passports on them as well, got caught trying to plan a bombing attack.
Where were they trying to?
In Paris.
In Paris.
Yeah.
And they were both Mossad agents.
Mossad agents, and they looked like Palestinians, dressed like them, with a passport as well to make them
These
look
guys
Arab.
are prepared to do anything to paint.
This passport thing is, in my opinion, one of the craziest things. You're telling me a plane crashed into 2 buildings, and the metal didn't survive, but the passport, God forbid, the passport burns. The holy evidence of the event survives. They find the passports of the.
I mean, it sounds like it is something that happened so long ago, but something as simple as 9/11. By now,
that shifted the world view on things. Bro.
By now, if you don't think that was a whole hoax, like, I don't know. Honestly, you're really dumb if you don't.
It is
that plain because back then, I reckon back then they needed something like 9/11 to jump in. They needed something,
100%.
But now they don't need that anymore.
Bro, 9/11 was probably again step one, where people started looking at Arabs like, wait, they all just wear turbans.
I don't even think they had all these bases when 9/11 happened. Now it's so easy.
No, but now they have a reason to. I mean, I think the whole 9/11 attack was a reason for them to even get involved in Iraq and Afghanistan, all these places.
100%.
Look at American airport security before and after Iran. 9/11, I mean. It's crazy, bro. But a lot of crazy shit is happening in the world.
Let's see the latest right now.
Live on the OdPod. What's the latest?
The latest right now is a Dubai resident has been killed by falling shrapnel from an aerial interception.
Where in Dubai?
I have no idea.
Kind of need to know, man. I've got family there.
Let's see. A resident in Dubai called. It says that incident occurred in the Al Barsha area of the city.
Bro, that's near Mall of the Emirates. You haven't been, have you? I
went to Dubai a really long time ago. I think like 2008. I was like 6 years old, so I don't really know anything there. I have an uncle there in Abu Dhabi actually, but
how is he? Have you spoken to him?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
I think
it's the same on my end. Like they hear stuff.
Yeah.
But,
it's more my family in Lebanon, and thank God there's no bombing near my family in Lebanon.
Yeah,
but obviously they hear a lot. They hear a lot because Lebanon's a small country, man. Like.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the embassy is probably like 80% of your land,
bro. And I love how all the news has just been constantly saying. I mean, this doesn't like not for anything, but you gotta understand just another angle for the news. It's constantly saying that Beirut is under bombing. It's not Beirut in it, but the news doesn't care about little things like this. You gotta understand it. The only place in Lebanon that's probably known by name is Beirut. So you just say Beirut.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Bro, these Americans, bro. A lot of these Americans. No offense if we have any
oh my God.
American viewers on the OdPod.
Bro, look at this. But Trump accuses Starmer of seeking to join war after we've already won, and says the UK aircraft carrier is not needed. Man, do you know?
He's just slapping Starmer is kind of just like getting bullied on the side.
Starmer, I swear to you, I've never seen. I mean, UK are supposed to be bro. He comes up as soon as it started. Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, first his view was we're not involved in this war.
Yep,
we said this, and I get a little summarize again. 2 days later, guys, we're getting involved in the war. We're sending over 2 jets
or whatever,
RAF, and we're giving them our access to our bases on a defensive level. No offense. I mean, how obvious do you want it to get? The UK, who. Look, I've been allies with America for a long time. Initially didn't want to get. Trump obviously got annoyed at us because, again, it hurt the image. Once again, it hurt the image. And everyone's thinking, look, once you think US number 1, UK is probably number 2 in terms of influence and power. So then Trump's seen it as what?
In the Western world.
In the Western world. But then he's gone, Trump's seen this, goes, whoa, this guy's trying to hurt our image. I mean, he's not agreeing with us straight away, and he's not sending... resources straight away. The moment he sends resources, he's gone, well, now it's too late now. You've already said now. Yeah, you've already said now.
Which, by the way, they could lose this war. This could be a Vietnam part 2, bro.
Man,
they could lose this
100%.
war. Iran is mountainous. These bases have to go these bases have to fight back at Iran over mountains. There's already a big advantage on Iran's
100%.
side, bro.
I think troops
There's a lot that
I think troops on the ground is going to be really hard.
honestly, that's when it's.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
But bro, troops on the ground.
Apparently, Iran's president earlier in the day offered an apology to neighboring states and said Tehran would not strike them unless attacked first.
Okay.
However, Iran's foreign minister says the country's openness to de-escalation has been almost immediately killed by Donald Trump. And by the way, Iran previously have tried to negotiate, and these guys, America and Israel are the type of people that will attack you during negotiation.
Oh, bro, are you talking about what I think you're talking about in Qatar?
Yeah.
Oh man,
This is the type of game these guys play. So when they try and act like the good guys, and during negotiation you're attacking. I mean, how much do you really want people to take? You can't constantly annoy and rage bait someone, and once they finally blow up, you go whoa.
Yeah. Just chill.
Yeah, just chill, man. Whoa, are you starting to? Do you want to attack me?
You rage bait them while you're calming
We've got to
them down.
defend ourselves. Boom. This is child's play, guys. You gotta understand what's going on here, please. U.S. president.
Hey, bro, I welcome anyone with opposing views to us on this matter, or even like corrections.
Yeah.
We're no experts.
No, bro,
I invite
100%. We are not
anyone
experts.
to interact with us in the comments.
Yeah.
It's us that directly handle it. So
100%.
We encourage dialogue about this. So like, yeah, we're passionate about this right now, but it doesn't mean we're gonna get angry if you like talk to us or.
Bro, 100%. I mean, conversation is probably
dialoguing about this is
it's
important.
gonna be the most important thing.
What is your take on this? It just randomly came up. It's not really related. What do you think about people that are like, oh, I don't care about politics, or like, oh, politics, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really need to keep up with it. I care about my day-to-day life.
Yeah. I get your question. Look, what I could tell you about that is they want that. They know that, especially in this Western where we're distracted by such technology and
a million distractions you can go to.
We're never hungry. We never go to sleep cold. And like, look, and I'm saying this even me. I don't know how to. Thank God I've had an easy life. Alhamdulillah, I've had a great life. We none of us, probably even watching this, have ever had to like endure a fraction of anything these guys are going through.
Yeah, just emotionally.
So you picking that way, and look, I mean, you want me to say it? Well done. Like, you have the right to pick that way going of your day, but it's empty.
Yeah,
it's genuinely empty.
The reason I brought this question up is because I think, aside from it being an empty thing, this is their plan. This is what they want.
100%.
This is
that's
what
the
they
first
want.
thing I said. That is exactly what they want.
This is what they want. Once you're unengaged and you don't give a shit,
it gives them open book to do whatever
they're walking on other
want.
people's rights, like 10 continents away over from you, whatever. Yeah, but then when it comes to you, what are you gonna do? They've already established their power. You know what I mean? I think it's important to be engaged with these topics. At least keep up. It's hard to find reliable sources. Sure, talk to people. Keep up with these things, because at least knowing is just one important step in making a difference or taking action.
Yeah, guys. It's just, like we said, it's a disheartening thing to talk about, because once again,
Feels like there's no way out.
and that's what I kept going with. Like, what's a win and what's the end game for American Israel? I don't.
Greater Israel, bro.
I mean, if America were what they supposedly said they were, in terms of the guys that want to free everyone and they want, you know, the good guys. Just take it as that. If America were the good guys, as they claim, they are such the good guys, and what we read, we're giving you guys a chance, the Iranian people, to take back your country. He said, after we're done, you guys are gonna have a little pocket of time to take back your country, and this is a big opportunity that hasn't come up in centuries. That's what he said, right? If this was true, everyone knows this from the day of war, and from war even before technology and thousands of years ago. Usually, if there's right intentions of war from both, when I say right intentions, no right intentions of war, but when I say right intentions, if there was genuinely a problem between A and B would usually, and this is, you can take this down all the way down to a fight with someone, or like, there'll be spark and there'll be conflict and there'll be fight. Usually both sides will lose people, lose resources, lose things. and quickly and most likely you'd end up coming to a negotiation because you find that this both is not going to work for you. The negotiation will include both sides getting something that they wanted, both sides walking away happy, and then you get along.
I mean, there's no...
America have no intention of negotiating, and like we said last year, and they've shown it in years before, they've striked and they've bombed during negotiations.
Yeah.
If America was this good side they're talking about, you'd be hearing about negotiations before any bomb was even thrown. But no, America strike first.
They want to negotiate from a position of absolute strength. Yeah, so it's already an unfair negotiation.
I mean, they strike first and then say they're on the defensive.
Bro,
look,
there's no victors in war. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, we can go in circles, and do you know what I mean? We're gonna keep talking about this, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the coming weeks.
It's still developing as we talk about it. So
we
don't know.
It is still developing.
I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I want to be wrong about this being the step one in World War III. I want to be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here going about Iran's president apologizing to the Gulf nations.
Who is it an interim president now? I think I looked up, but I forgot
there
his
is
name.
There is someone in here. I've seen him. He is. They do have another leader right now.
Did Trump have a say?
Nah, I mean, I think it is an interim basis. Right now, obviously, they're in a war. By the way, Trump's term is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Soon, and there's spear elections. Apparently, and let me actually search this up before we end.
What him?
Apparently,
make it.
Yeah, well, while you're in war.
Yeah.
A president can't leave.
Yep.
Guys, whoa, what are we talking about here? Can a president leave term if war is going on?
I think maybe if they get impeached, which it's even insane. Trump has been impeached and he's back in the presidency, bro. The fuck are we doing?
I mean, this is crazy stuff, guys. Look, I'm gonna try and find out if it's true right here.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, what we're talking about here is Trump. Let's be honest, and we all know this. Trump loves to be the president of the United States.
He loves it. It's his dream.
He loves it.
Even if he's not the one making the calls, he just wants to be the face of it.
They still make a whole thing. I mean, this is cool. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find something in this, but I mean, the idea of Trump's...
What did you search up?
Can a president leave term if war was going on?
A lot of people are going to theorize about what the end goal is, or not even the end goal, just like where we end with this, where we end up on the other side. I think genuinely this is part of Israel expanding its territory. And the thing is, the same time that it's expanding its territory gradually over time, over years, like I said, all these Arab countries, like Iran right now, is attacking GCC countries. It's affecting its reputation permanently. Like we said, they're not, gonna get a second chance. These are all things that we've mentioned so far. They're never getting a second chance image-wise. The reputation of the GCC is permanently damaged after these attacks. The Arab countries are less and less inclined to get united. They're all destabilized in their own way. It's not like even if they want to unite, they have the resources to unite. It's every man for themselves. I mean, bro, look at Egypt. Egypt's quiet on all of this stuff. It's not getting involved, even with the Palestine stuff. So I genuinely think this is to expand Israel. I don't care if it's like a conspiracy theory. It's not. It really isn't. I'm not suicidal either, just in case. You never know, bro. They might get me 50 years from now. I see a laser on my chest. It's done. But you know what I mean? It's
do you know? I don't think you're wrong. I think
that is genuinely the main.
If we're
intention.
talking, and we've said, and I've said it a couple,
and
times,
they'll never say it on the news.
America and Israel won.
Yeah,
I think America are all the way in the West, and there's a lot going on in the Middle East in terms of oil, money. I mean,
water,
just in general,
energy.
Energy, and I mean, this is a massive. We're talking about whether you think global warming is real or fake. At the end of the day, there's no way we have fossil fuels and coal to make there's no way that's gonna last forever.
Yeah,
and obviously, America being
even water at this point with the expansion of AI.
Yeah,
God knows,
at the end of the day, we talk about America being the top dog, and they claim to be the top dog, and they, in terms of money, military and all that, they probably are the top dog. The top dog is going to be like, well, they've been looking at the Middle East for years, and all that money and that we said the oil war, everything. This is just like, it's like a problem for them that they can't shake off.
Yeah,
and their way in is Israel.
But is it America's problem or Israel's problem? I think it's Israel's problem. America
I mean-
are just the lapdogs of Israel.
Yeah,
bro.
but and I think it just aligns, man. Like,
I don't know. I just don't see. I don't see it as like Israel and America are one. I see it as
Israel's
Israel
the one.
is America. Like Israel is.
Isn't it crazy that I don't
Bro,
disagree?
look at APAC. Look at how many politicians on both sides are funded.
I mean, you've seen that
by
Kanye. You've
Israelis.
seen that Kanye West thing where he brings up all the CEOs in America. And how many of them are Jews?
Yeah, but he's also he did take it too far in some aspects.
Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
It doesn't mean some
forget Kanye. Just look at that graph again.
Yeah, that
Like, I don't know, man. The Israel, they run America, bro.
They run a
I don't
lot.
understand how. How did they run?
And America
they run
runs
the world.
America runs a lot of what we see. So I don't know. We're gonna be on like this anti-Semitic list that they do every year, bro. We might compete with WS and Yousef.
I mean, I
I think it's crazy that it's even anti-Semitic to point shit like this out. I don't know. Maybe someone can correct us in the comments. Maybe YouTube will take this video down.
Yeah, it's another bit of propaganda where every time, free speech that's been
Suppressed.
I mean, free speech has been advocated by them on the media as that's one of the biggest things. What was America when you were younger and you heard about America for the first time? Oh, the free world. Anyone can come to
land
America.
Of the free,
land of the free, America, free speech. But now anyone that comes up and speaks about America
or
and
Israel.
directly Israel, who America have been involved in a lot.
And we've seen it here, by the way.
Now it's anti-Semitic. So
Semitic, yeah, and we've seen that here, bro. We've seen people protesting for Palestine get arrested, but then when you see a EDL march or a fucking Israeli protest against the other side, you don't see them get arrested. You don't see them get suppressed.
Yeah, I mean,
did you see that video? I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this. We might have to cut that.
Yeah, so if you're gonna, I mean, these countries, and including the UK and everyone, they preach free speech, but to an extent. I mean, that might be worse than no free speech at all.
Yeah.
As in, you have free speech
until you have to pay for it.
Until you don't.
Yeah.
Which is just silly. But ultimately, look, let's wrap this up.
I think the best way to wrap this up is with all of what we said being said is, do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn them?
Look, you're right. Look, and I just want to say, I think we had this message, and it was a good message that we should, I think,
reinforce.
Reinforce a lot.
Sure.
Is, guys, for real, have your own opinion, even if you don't agree with us.
And if you don't, talk to us.
Yeah, have your own opinion, man. I promise you, if you're gonna follow these big medias,
mainstream outlets,
yeah, about look, and having your own opinion doesn't mean you're anti-Semitic or doesn't mean you're racist.
Yeah,
look, it's your own opinion.
You don't need to walk on eggshells.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that flipping out. It doesn't mean like I don't go out and every Israeli I see or every American. Nah, bro, I've got friends. Actually, that's a lie. I don't. But that's not my problem. Look, I don't hate. Look.
It's not like every American or Israeli we see. We're gonna be like, yo, let's fight.
I've seen Israeli Jews protest against, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, let's just quickly flipping out. We can go in forever. This is what there's so much deep shit under here.
It's too nuanced to cover in one episode.
That attack, and I think we said this before. That attack on what started the Palestinian thing?
October 7th.
October 7th.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's another conspiracy, and take it how you will. But factually, there was people in Tel Aviv in Israel, a lot of people
protesting against
Netanyahu and his regime. And by the way, Netanyahu right now is recognized as a terrorist, and he should be recognized as a terrorist.
He is a terrorist.
He has broken numerous international laws that America were heavily involved in putting in place.
Yep.
It's just like, look, let's wrap it. We can go on further.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, like, there are Israelis, and as much we talked on, there's Israelis, Jews, that a lot of them that were protesting alongside the Palestinians, they're protesting against Netanyahu and do not agree with this. What they give you is not what is true. Yeah. And the end game of this, I'll wrap this up right now. At the end of the day, it's probably true. America wanted a different regime. I don't know if they actually care, but because a change in regime means that they'll have more control over the oil and over the thing.
I genuinely think it doesn't matter who's who's in power in the U.S. It's all about Israel, bro.
Yeah.
That's my personal.
Yeah, yeah, and you could be right. It's hard not to keep mentioning America because they are meant to be the face.
I just think that it could be Trump, it could be Biden, bro. Either way, Israel
They'll
is the
follow
main.
those, yeah.
They're following it.
And someone like Israel shouldn't have this much control and this much power.
Yeah,
over,
a nugget of
over
land
these
compared
superpowers.
to the rest of the world, controlling this much.
So we'll see what happens. I think Iran, they've made it very clear they're not going to back down.
Yeah, I mean, bro. Yeah.
There's too much history about what we just spoke about throughout the whole episode. They've obviously seen all these lies and things made up face value. They've seen it right in front of them, and especially now, like they killed the Supreme Leader. They're not going to back down. So we'll see how it ends. This has been the OdPod episode 9. Just look out for the news and have your own opinion.
Yeah, let us know if you want to see more of this kind of content too.
Have your own opinion, guys. All right.
Take care.
This is the story of man, everything about us. The earth, the sea, and the sky is constantly being formed and reformed in a never-ending state of change.
Something like that, you know.